G'day, I'm Brian, going to continue this series on incredible wildlife destinations you've never heard of, or more than likely haven't heard of them. And I'm going to talk about Esteros Del Ibera in Argentina now, and every place I'm going to talk about I have been to personally. So this is from first-hand experience, plus some background story. So, second largest freshwater wetland in the world, over twice the size of the Florida Everglades, and only exceeded in size by the far more famous Pantanal in Brazil. Ibera Park is comprised of the Ibera National Park, almost 395,000 acres, and Ibera Provisional Park, 1.3 million acres, to form the largest park in Argentina, centered on the Great Ibera Marshlands of Corrientes Province. Ibera's park's diverse habitats of open water, marshlands, grasslands and forests are home to some 4,000 species of flora and fauna, almost 30% of the total recognised in Argentina. Now, Esteros translated means estuaries in English, and Ibera means bright or shining waters in the indigenous Guarani language, and I can tell you certain times of the day when you're skimming across the waters there, they definitely do shine. Now, the driving force behind the preservation of the Ibera wetlands are Douglas, unfortunately passed away, and Christine Tompkins, still alive, the founders of the North Face and Esprit brands, and Tompkins Conservation. Now, a major conservation project in the Ibera Marshlands region of northern Argentina began in 1997. In the decades since, Tompkins Conservation, through its affiliate independent NGO Rewilding Argentina, has led successful efforts to create or expand numerous protected areas, including Esteros. Complementary rewilding efforts have focused on restoring missing species and processes to these parklands, and they have successfully reintroduced jaguars, giant otters, giant anteaters, pampas deer, green-winged macaws and several other native species that had become regionally extinct. So, were there before, had become regionally extinct, and now being reintroduced by Rewilding Argentina. Now, Rewilding Argentina launched their jaguar reintroduction breeding program in 2015 with the goal of raising jaguars in captivity that could be released and survive independently in the wild. The program also receives jaguars from other countries that are capable of being reintroduced to the wild. The program's first two cubs were born in 2018, the first of their kind born in Ibera in more than half a century. From that base, there are now 17 jaguars roaming free in Esteros Del Ibera, and Rewilding Argentina believe there will be around 100 within the next decade. Unfortunately, at this stage, there are no dedicated jaguar safaris yet in Esteros. So you may fluke seeing one, but there's no dedicated programs that I've seen to go and try and find jags. Now, how to get to Esteros Del Ibera. Obviously, if you're flying from internationally, you're probably going to get into Buenos Aires. So most fly from Buenos Aires to the city of Posadas. It's about 1 hour and 40 minutes. Flight prices can change, but currently return flights on Aerolíneas Argentinas are around 125 US to Buenos Aires, Posadas, return. Then there's a road transfer to the wetlands that takes around 4 hours. If the dirt road is dry, hopefully one day they will pave that road. That would cut that trip down to maybe 2 or less. The road transfers are organised through the accommodation that you book in Esteros. You just let them know your flight times, and so you need transfers from Posadas Airport to the lodge. There are a number of lodges that do service the wetlands, so you can check out booking.com or go and look on TripAdvisor. It is usually on like a bed and breakfast basis, and you pay for other meals and activities, drinks and so forth on top. Activities in the area include birding and wildlife viewing, both on and off the water. There's some incredible forests and so forth around the wetland area that you can go and check out. Fishing, horseback riding, canoeing, and apart from, well, what do you see? Apart from the numerous bird species, we saw caiman, capybara, swamp deer, and river otter on our trip to Esteros, and I suspect any future trips we'll see even more. They have like maned wolves there as well. Many other animals there now. Now the area itself, besides just the wildlife viewing, is stunningly beautiful and in our top 5 most beautiful nature areas we have visited. So if I think about Esteros Del Ibera, I'm thinking of places like Chobe in Botswana, or you might think of Okavango Delta, or if you've been to the Pantanal. So not exactly the same, but that sort of level of beauty. Now the best time to go. Now it isn't a year-round destination, but my preference would be May through to August, where there is less rainfall. And the main reason is in the rainier months, there's time and general lack of crowds in the drier season. There you go. But also in the rainier months, when you're trying to do that road trip from Posadas to Esteros, it can go from say 4 hours to 6 or 6.5 hours instead. So try and get there when it's dry would be my advice. Now sometimes when we were there, this is the lack of crowds, it almost felt like we had the whole wetlands to ourselves. So again, relatively undiscovered, including for local Argentinians as well. So there you have it, the relatively unknown but incredible Esteros Del Ibera in Argentina. Now I'll put links in the video description for Tompkins Conservation and Rewilding Argentina, and you can follow their efforts and all the other places that they are involved in restoring around that southern part of South America. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.